Welcome to Let's Learn. Today we are going to study about the essay The Trumpet Club. Okay, so first of all we will see the facts related to the author. The author of this essay is Sir Richard Steele, and he was born in 1672. Okay, at the end of 17th century, and then he was born in Dublin, Ireland. So he is an Irish writer, playwright and politician. So that's a very important fact. Richard Steele is an Irish writer, playwright and a politician, and he wrote in the pseudonym Isaac Bickerstaff. And actually this pseudonym was first used by Jonathan Swift. You must be familiar with Jonathan Swift, the author of Gulliver's Tale and that kind of things. He's also a famous writer, but actually Sir Richard Steele is the person who became famous by using this pseudonym Isaac Bickerstaff. Okay, and as I have already mentioned, he was a politician. As you know, in UK there are two political parties, basically the Whig and the Tories. So Richard Steele was a Whig. Okay, he was a member of the Parliament, House of the Parliament, and then he was expelled for issuing a pamphlet in the favor of the Hanoverian succession. So it was a special act uh, which gave the power to the Protestant descendants, or those kings or royalists who follow Protestants. Okay, that's it. And then he was expelled due to this reason from the parliament. And later, the thing is that he became the member of Kit Kat Club. So this Kit Kat Club was actually that we will see in detail after this. So he was a member of Kit Kat Club. Okay, and during his time, that is basically in the early 18th century, we can see that there was a coffee house culture in London. It was very popular. It was a public space for different group of people. They shared their ideas. They usually gathered there. So this coffee house culture boomed during his time, and then it has a great influence in his writings. Okay, and his first journal, he published this journal, the Tattler. The Tattler came out on 12th April 1709. So these dates are very important because this is considered as one of the most famous journal in English language. Okay, so the Tattler was founded by Richard Steele in 1709. That was his first journal, and later on he collaborated with Addison. Addison is also a very famous essayist in English language, and he collaborated. Richard Steele collaborated with Addison, and they together found the Spectator in 1711. The Spectator is also a journal, and it is also considered as one of the most successful journal in English language. And later on they went on and published another journal, that is The Guardian, in 1713. But the Tattler, the journal Tattler, was founded by Richard Steele alone. Okay, and but even then there was contribution by Addison even to Tattler, but it was founded by Richard Steele. I hope you understood. Now William Makepeace Thackeray's novel that he had written a novel, The History of Henry Esmond. In that novel, William Thackeray included the character, that is Steele, as a character. He is there as a minor role. Okay, he has a minor role in that novel, The History of Henry Esmond by William Makepeace Thackeray. Vanity Fair, the author of Vanity Fair. Okay, and he died in the year 1729, and he was 57 years old at that time. So these are some of the important facts related to Richard Steele. Now we will see more about the magazine, the journal Tattler, the Tattler. So it is important because this essay, the Trumpet Club, was published in this journal, the Tattler. So it appeared 3 times a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So it was published 3 times a week. Okay, and it started from the publication started from 12th April 1709 to 2nd January 1711. So there was total 271 issues starting from 12th April 1709 and it ended on 2nd January 1711. Okay, and it was published as a single folio half sheet printed in double columns, and it contained between 1000 to 3000 words of text. And each issue originally was divided into 4 sections dated from different coffee houses. So basically these are some of see, the thing is that later on, that is they went on publishing a collected edition of this particular issue, the Tattler, and it was published under the name the Lucubration of Isaac Bickerstaff. Okay, actually these facts are related to the lubrications of Isaac Bickerstaff. That is, I will edit it and I will give you later. Okay, I will correct it and will give you. Actually, the collected version of Tattler was published from 1710 to 11, and in that issue it was divided into different sections based on different coffee houses and the accounts of manners and morals from White's, that's a coffee house, White's, and literature from Will's, that's another coffee house, that is scholarship from the Grecian, another Grecian is also a coffee house, news from St. James. So that was the way how it was this edition, the Lucubration of Isaac Bickerstaff, the collected edition was published. Okay, and then Kit Kat Club. Kit Kat Club, as I have already mentioned, Steele was an important member of this club, and it was a group of Whigs, a political group. It was a kind of a specific group for Whig party members, and other famous members were William Congreve, John Locke, Sir John Vanbrugh, then Joseph Addison, then politician including Duke of Somerset, the Earl of Burlington, etc. Okay, then another important member was Sir Robert Walpole. So many of these people are famous personalities. Many of them were playwrights, some of them are philosophers like John Locke, and some others are famous politicians like Robert Walpole. Okay, basically the term tattle means gossip ideally. Tattler, the word, the name of the journal was from this particular term tattle, and it means gossip ideally. I hope you understood. Now there are some of the important works. He has written lots of essays. Majority of the contributions in the book, the journal Tattler, was by Steele, and then he also has written some of the uh, uh, celebrated dramas like The Conscious Lovers. It was a sentimental comedy. The Tender Husband, The Christian Hero, The Conscious Lovers, The Funeral, The Lying Lover, etc. So these are some of the important works. I hope you understood. So these are some of the important facts related to the author Richard Steele, and then the facts related to the club Kit Kat Club, and then the journal Tattler. I hope you understood.